Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I sure can.
So my first question was about the extra credit opportunity that you were talking about on the email. Can you explain it a little bit better? Maybe I didn't understand like what I have to do to get this opportunity. I'm talking about the tutoring stuff that we gotta do for our extra credit for the paper. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay, so tutoring over, I'm pretty sure it's over this system. So you'll be able to log in just like you did for this to a certain URL. And you're going to be able to, I don't know how they're going to set it up. I assume that you will email your paper to the tutor that you get hooked up with, and then they're going to do their thing. When you go to tutoring, I know that they don't just sit and proofread your paper, but they'll open up a conversation about it and ask, what are you doing in this part? And let's make this better this way. And so you'll actually contact the tutors, follow their lead, whatever they want to do during that session. To work with, email me, and then you get a whole letter grade bump up on your paper of many parts.
Okay, perfect. And then my other question was, I already sent you an email about it. Okay, my question was about the CTE and not probably the CTE, but the question was about if this kind of sport were ethical, like correct. Okay, so I was focusing just on the CTE. Maybe is that a mistake? Because maybe the question is like more general. I don't know maybe how to explain. So how can I approach on this argument a little bit better? Maybe not just on the CTE.
I should myself so that answer this question. So while that's pulling up, it's taking a long time. My initial reaction to that question, Eduardo, is that just focusing on, I'm thinking that if you focus just on it probably is going to be a little bit too using the background section can cover what CTE is and why it happens and all of that. But then in this is not pulling up where your actual argument comes in, that's where you can broaden everybody. Eduardo's work this argument. Yes, you do. Depending on the question you choose, it's most likely. But if that's this no, okay, but so that here, this will certainly help you. And all of these chapters are on YouTube too. So my but okay, all right, Steph, thank you for that message. Okay, so everybody please read that and I will pass that along as well. And our due date finals or this week. See if I All right. To get to the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that'll work.
Okay.
All right, go on a tour of my house with me. And my crying baby. Oh, it's not working. Can't hear me better by chance.
Yes.
That's probably a no. Maybe? Okay, good.
Yeah, I hear you better.
A little bit? Okay. Okay, good. A little bit better? All right. Okay, so thinking about the yes, no, but, and focusing just on CTE. I'm guessing that Eduardo, because you're doing the yes, no, but argument, you'll have plenty. It's going to be pretty wide range of information. But this goes for everybody. I am more than happy to read your work as you are writing it. You're welcome to send me a copy. You can copy and paste it into email. You can send me a Google Doc. You can send it to me in Word, and I'm happy to look at it. To do with it, even before you go tutoring. So that's always an option too.
Okay, I'm gonna do that for sure. Now I changed a little bit I started with the background. Okay. And
good.
I wrote just about the city. Now I also wrote about the positive effects of the contact sport. So maybe I can have these two sides and then make my argument. Okay, maybe it's better just focus on CT. I thought maybe.
Yes. Your will lay out none of your opinion yet, none of your actual argument. The background just lays out what CTE is, maybe what impact sports are, but then the next part, that's when you'll pull in the positive sides, the negative sides, and the way you're leaning. No, you shouldn't do it before this age, but it's okay once you have the ability to make the choice. So that's going to be part of part C.
Okay. I'm not talking about in the background. I'm not talking about my opinion. I'm just talking about the facts. So the positive and the negative effects of the contact sport. Is that right? Because maybe I don't know how to the difference. Okay, between I know that in the background has to be just the facts. So I'm going to cite a lot of articles, a lot of website, a lot of experts that say that. That's my plan. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm kind of sharing my opinion already. I don't know. That's maybe I have to send you. Maybe.
Yeah, looking at the positive and negative sides is, I would say that's have its place in the background, as long as it's not clear which way you're leaning yet. So maybe frame it that way.
Yeah, maybe I got that. Okay, maybe makes sense. Because I started, for example, like I'm gonna tell you, like I started with sports are important for a guy because this and that, as these teachers say, and I cite like exactly what the teachers say, that it helps you to like develop the respect, the teamwork, and blah blah blah. Then on the other hand, we have this a dangerous thing that is the CTA, and I start to talk about the CTA, not my opinion about the sports, the CTA, just about the facts, because I felt that that was the question, you know. And then I'm gonna share my arguments, so my opinion about it. So and
That's it.
that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna send you, just to be sure, just in case, I'm gonna send you my background if you don't mind. So maybe you can take a look and give me some feedback.
Yeah, that sounds great. That goes for everybody.
I think that's all I got. Thank you.
Problem. Thank you too. All right. We have a few messages. Anybody have anything they want to ask over audio? And then I can start. All right, I'm going to start answering some questions. If you are trying to talk and I'm not responding to you, you might be muted. I'm not sure. But all right, let's see. Is our due date the week of finals or this week? Finals technically start on Friday. So right now, your final is due on midnight on Friday night. And then the next message to the group was from Steffi about WebEx tutoring. So I'll be able to pass that along soon. And then okay, so then Parker asked, would I personally add my opinion to the PoMP or leave my opinion out? Yes, your opinion is your argument. It kind of turns from just an opinion into an argument because you have sources to back it up. So if your opinion can't be backed up by your sources, then we need to kind of restructure that opinion and how it's going to go into the paper. But yes, your opinion still comes in. That's where your argument actually is. All right. How many intake citations do I need for my draft? You need to cite everything you get from any other source. There's really no number. Sources, however, your rough draft should be your complete paper of many parts. It should be all 5 or all A, B, C, and D plus your works cited page and your 5 citations that you used either from the bibliography or kind of you might have worked. But there should be at least 5 sources, and all 5 need to be inside the paper. So if you only cite that first source once, that's fine, as long as it's the paper and on the works cited page. So there's no real number to be able to answer that question with, but all 5 sources need to be inside the paper every single time you use them. All right, any other questions? How far have you got?
I'm a couple pages in, but like I said in like a message to you, although it sort of says it's like still sending. I know it's like Friday,
Yeah.
final starts on Friday, but like I'm not happy at all with my paper right now, and I don't think I'll be happy enough with okay enough with it instead of happy enough to submit it this Friday at midnight. So is there any way like we could do like maybe just like extend it a little bit, because I'm struggling with this paper, and even my tutor who's helping me, Erin, she's like, quite frankly, I have no idea how to help you get out of this rut. So like, we're struggling. I'm struggling over here.
I just got it. You are the people's hero for stepping up and read. Okay, so this very small group of people, you get to make the decision I've already got some opinions. Yep. Does everybody agree with Steffi? Does it just push it off further for you? Would it be good to have it due later?
Please.
Don't want to just get it over with? Just be done?
I want to go in this semester with a really great grade in your class, and in order to do that, I need to be happy with my paper, and that's not happening right at the moment.
I understand that. Katarina, I feel like you were jumping in there. Have an opinion?
What? Sorry?
What do you think? Should we extend it, or do you want to just be done?
I would like to have a good grade on this paper, so I'm not sure.
Okay, I hear you. Let me. How did I not see this coming? Is my question. And second, let me come up with an extension. Okay, because you to do well on this too. This is a huge chunk of your grade. And I know things suck right now. Like, what is this? So thank you, Steffi, and thank you everyone else for backing her up. But we will push it back. If you don't mind, since you guys are here, in the messages, tell me when you have other finals that would take you away from doing this paper. Okay, let me know that. I will tell you, we'll leave the workshops as they are so that you at least have a rough draft to work with and don't get too far behind. But yeah, I'll look at everything and I will send out an email this evening. All right. So let me know when you have other things. Here we go. Thank you, Izzy. Okay. 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 All right. What else? What else do we want to talk about?
Like, I'm not sure, like, with our personal opinion, like, I'm not sure, like, how to give it without using, like, I and we and, like.
Yes. Okay. So I've had this question come up a few times this week, actually, and I got on a Facebook group of a whole bunch of English teachers, and I had over like 300 people come on and talk about this, and I absolutely did not expect it. Most of my posts get like 10 people or whatever. So it's kind of this mixture of a few things. First of all, yes, you're going to bring in your opinion. That's just your argument is what you believe. That's how it's going to work. But instead of every single sentence saying, I believe this and this and this because I did this and this and this, you want to do this thing we call show, don't tell. So one of the examples somebody put in as a comment was, would you walk up to somebody, hold out your hand and say, I'm going to introduce myself to you now, and then shake hands? Or would you just shake hands, right? So instead of introducing everything with what you're actually saying, you just do it. You just show your opinion without saying, I think that maybe this and this and this. And because sometimes when you start going into that unsure language, your value of your argument starts to diminish a little bit, because if you aren't confident, then why should your reader even believe you, right? Why should your reader come to your side to begin with? So you can use I, try to show, not tell, and be confident with what you have to say. I've been collecting some sources from some very passionate teachers from this Facebook post and some stuff that I've been finding elsewhere, trying to look up kind of how to fix this. So I'm really glad you asked about that, and I will be a little bit more motivated to get that done, and I will send that out too, because you are going to use I, but there's kind of a line knowing when it's too many times and when to back it up with a source. So it's a great question, and I will be working on that. I'll try to send that out at the same time I announce to everyone else that they got an extension on their paper. All right. So good question. Good question. Your opinion is still in it. It's just single sentence.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Got some messages. Let's check them out. Tuesday through Thursday. Okay. Okay. Hey, what else?
How you like your new house?
Not as much as I thought. It's just still very like it's an actual new house, like a new like no one's ever lived here before, new house.
Ooh.
And it feels very brand like I thought I was really into that, but it feels very brand new and it still kind of smells weird. So all the candles and all the Febreze, it almost makes it worse. So I mean it's been good though. The move itself has been really good. All right. Anything else? And obviously, you are more than welcome to email me. If it comes up later, whatever. All right. I'll go ahead and call it. That was it. If you have any other questions you want to ask right now, stick around. Stay on here until everybody else is gone. Send me a message, whatever. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. And you'll be getting an email.